NFL free agency has passed a couple of months ago, and there were a lot of free agency signings, and there were a handful that I feel were kind of overlooked and underrated, such as Hassan Reddick signing with the Philadelphia Eagles and Jabrill Peppers signing with the New England Patriots. He signed a 1-year deal back at the end of March, and not too many people talked about it at all. As a matter of fact, I didn't see no notifications for it, didn't get any updates in my news feed about it. I kind of had to research it, and it's funny because all I really did was type in Jabrill Peppers, and then the next thing that popped up was he was a member of the Patriots football team, which really surprised me because you look at Jabrill Peppers, his NFL career hasn't really been what a lot of people would have hoped for when he was first drafted in the first round by the Cleveland Browns in the 2017 NFL draft out of Michigan. And I feel the reason why his career hasn't panned out because, first of all, he has dealt with a lot of injuries, and second of all, he hasn't really been on a team that properly knew how to get the most out of him. Because remember, when he was playing for Michigan, he was super versatile. Not only could he play safety, but he could play in the slot, he could play linebacker. And going to New England, we already know Bill Belichick loves versatility. He loves players who can play multiple positions on the defense side of the football. You look at Jabrill Peppers, he's definitely that kind of player that fits the mold of the Bill Belichick defensive system. And on top of that, he tore his ACL back in October of last year with the New York Giants. He started out his first couple of seasons with the Browns. Then he got traded to the Giants, and he spent time with Joe Judge. Joe Judge raved about Jabrill Peppers. Funny enough, Joe Judge is back with the Patriots on their staff. You look at Peppers. If he can stay healthy with New England, I definitely feel like he can do some big things with this defense. The reason why he signed with the Patriots is because he's eager to learn from head coach Bill Belichick. In an article that I was reading about Jabrill Peppers, he said that playing for Bill, his understanding of the game, what he's done for the game, the moment I had the opportunity to come and learn from him, I definitely wanted to jump at it. He's seen a lot of ball. He's coached in a lot of eras. So I'm more excited to pick his brain, see how he sees it, curious to see how he watches film or breaks down opposing offenses. They like a 3 safety look. They know how to use multiples. I'm already familiar with the system. I thought it was a no-brainer. The reason why Pepper says he's familiar with the system is because Joe Judge kind of ran not the exact same defense, but a similar style defense that Bill Belichick likes to run. So for Jabrill Peppers, this is a really big opportunity for him because when he ends up coming back healthy from his ACL injury, although the Patriots are pretty loaded when it comes to their depth at the safety position, you have McCourty, who played 94.7% of the defensive snaps. You got Adrian Phillips, who played 81% of the snaps. And you also have Kyle Duggar, who played 68%. So what is his role particularly going to be in this defense? Because one thing that has held back Jabrill Peppers in his development has been the fact that he hasn't really been all that great when it comes to pass coverage. However, if you put him inside of the box and allow him to defend slot receivers and tight ends, he's really good. On top of that, he's also phenomenal against the run. He's a really physical player. Everything about Jabrill Peppers screams 110% match with the New England Patriots. On top of that, the Patriots lost their punt returner, Gunnar Olszewski, to free agency. Jabrill Peppers also has the ability to return punts as well, so he potentially could fill in when it comes to not only being able to fill that hybrid linebacker role or being able to play in the slot, but you also can use him to return punts. On top of that, he's also really good when it comes to blitzing off the edge. You get a couple of design blitzes for him from that slot cornerback position. I think Jabrill Peppers is going to be a phenomenal fit with New England. And for Patriots fans, if you haven't really heard that much about Jabrill Peppers, go back and watch some of his tape from Michigan. You are definitely going to see the kind of potential that a lot of people saw in him when he was coming out of the draft. It's just that when you have somebody of this kind of skill set, you can't play for any organization. When you're versatile, you have to go to a creative defensive coordinator who's going to find ways to utilize your versatility, because too many times we have these players who have these versatile skill sets come out of college, and yes, they are good in a bunch of areas, but they're not great in a particular area because they don't really have that development in college, because they split so much time getting reps elsewhere that they never really have a full-fledged position that allows them to mature and develop at a really high level. So when you have Jabrill Peppers, it's not uncommon to see players of his skill set struggle their first couple of years in the league. You remember Isaiah Simmons had a kind of difficult transition from going to Clemson to Arizona because Arizona didn't really know how to utilize him until late in his rookie year. And now Isaiah Simmons has been pretty solid. On top of that, Jabrill Peppers going to New England, you look at Bill Belichick, he has built his career off being able to get the most out of players who kind of haven't lived up to their potential, who kind of get thrown away to the trash. And you already know what they say, another man's trash is another man's treasure. So I'm really excited about what Jabrill Peppers is going to do with New England. Remember, he was a team captain with the New York Giants. Joe Judge holds him in high regards. He's a great locker room guy. He is a phenomenal leader. And whether he starts or not, he's going to have significant playing time. He's going to have a pretty big role in this defense because he's just too talented of a player. You really just have to find the right creative mind. And Bill Belichick definitely is the right head coach for Jabrill Peppers. As a matter of fact, this is the perfect fit for Jabrill Peppers. So you guys let me know how you guys feel about Jabrill Peppers down in the comment section down below. I think that Patriots fans should be really excited about what he's going to bring to this defense, because he's going to also bring speed, and that's something that New England kind of struggled with. You want to know why New England got ran out of the playoffs by the Buffalo Bills? Because defensively, they simply were just too slow. They were a little bit old, and they just didn't have the speed. And Buffalo was just running all around them. And I don't mean literally by running the football. I just mean when it comes to the speed, New England's defense simply could not keep up. So by bringing in Jabrill Peppers, you're going to have somebody who's going to be able to play that linebacker role, kind of be a quarterback spy if you need him to against quarterbacks like a Lamar Jackson or a Josh Allen. Then you're going to have somebody who has the potential to guard running backs coming out of the backfield, really good against the slot receivers as well, smaller slot receivers. Then you're going to have somebody who can bracket these tight ends in coverage. So for me personally, I'm really excited to see what he does with the New England Patriots in Foxborough for the upcoming 2022 season. You guys let me know how you guys feel about Peppers down in the comment section down below.